Yeah, like defensively right now, we're really working on being in like the right positions for help and in the gaps at the right time and when the ball moves, moving with the ball. So just those little details and also just working on down screens and flare screens defensively. It takes a lot of communication to guard those well, and especially in our league when everyone can shoot the ball, you have to be able to guard screens like that. So working on that defensively.
At what point last year, as a freshman, did you feel comfortable and up to speed
At first, I was definitely nervous being thrown into that starting spot, but after a few games, I got very comfortable with the system and playing with everybody. They all have a lot of trust and confidence in me, which makes it super easy to get out there and get after it. I was not. I didn't come in expecting to play very much as a freshman. Don't really want to get your hopes up. And so definitely exceeded all my expectations for last year. Yes, Lex is a great role model. She has been there every step of the way for me, and she just makes it super easy to go out there every day.
Yeah, the off season's been really great for me. You know, I'm just trying to enjoy my last season of college basketball right now and becoming the best player I can be and leader for this team. So it's been it's flying by. It really is, and just working on my ball handling skills and becoming more versatile, especially defensively, being able to guard more of that floor position. I feel like stuff like that will help me in my pro career.
emotions like going into this last season? It feels strange that this is your last run.
Yeah, I try to not think about it yet. We still have a full season to go, but I've lived in Lincoln my whole life, and after the season, I won't be living in Lincoln anymore, so my life will be changing, but I'm trying to not think about that. I'm trying to just put all my energy into this season and graduating from college and ending with a bang. So,
Alexis, got an easy one since you talked about Lincoln. What's it like? You grew up in Lincoln, the atmosphere around with football this year doing so well. But just Omaha, Lincoln, what is it like to just see how well Nebraska sports is just received all around the state?
yeah, I mean, ever since I was a young girl, I went to Husker games, and the fans have always been the best part about Nebraska, and they really attract people to come and want to play for a program like that with that much support. But I don't think it's only in Nebraska at UNL, but even Creighton. They have had really great teams in the last few years, and I think the whole state of Nebraska just really feeds into sports, and they want something to cheer for, and when the teams are winning, it makes it really easy.
Natalie, growing up, did you have a player that you followed, or there was an athlete, a famous athlete, or something that you looked up to, whether it's whatever sport it may be?
Once I got into high school, I started really looking up to Nafisa Collier. She went to my high school, so it was kind of easy to look up to her. We're very similar when we're playing, and she's doing great things in the WNBA, so it really makes me want to chase those dreams as well.
Thank you.
I watch her here and there, and she just is so smooth with everything she does, so definitely working on that and just being more clean with the ball.
Yeah, after our NCAA tournament run, I had a few little injuries that I needed to just take care of, so I took some time off, and then the summer was really good, just adding in our new pieces and doing a lot of individual skill workouts to just finish better around the rim. I want to improve my three-point percentage, and also defensively, just getting stronger and faster.
Yeah, definitely this off season I've been putting a lot of time in with my ball handling, late night shooting sessions by myself to work on that 3-point range, and like Lex said, defensively as well. Just getting more clean with that and being where I need to be.
What was the next step for you going freshman to sophomore? What will that next step look like this year?
I just hope to work on those little things that we've talked about and really clean those up and be more sharp with those and be a better leader and be more vocal.
Your name's already all over the record book. You still got another year to go. When you flipped in Nebraska 3-4 years ago, did you envision seeing your name up there for lots of Joe Hooper and Justin Garrison players like that?
I never imagined it. Watching those players, to be compared to them or my name even being in the same sentence as them is really crazy to me. But I try not to think about that stuff. That's not really why I play, or it doesn't really drive me to break records like that. I'm here to win. I'm here to be a great teammate and leader for this team. I think everyone is ready for Britt Prince to come in and have a huge impact already, and she will. But I think our transfer, Birdie Alberte Ramdahl, is really good, and I think she's very overlooked right now. And she's a senior and she played in the SEC, so she has that experience coming in. So she will be a great addition.
We also have Amaya Hargrove, forward, and then Petra Bozan, also a forward. I think they're going to be really great for us. They have some height to them, so I think having that backup will be great.
It's been amazing. She's been through so much, and she's one of my best friends. And watching her sit out for 2 years, she's put in a lot of hard work to get back to the position of being healthy and to play again. And she just, that player that you want to play again or play with, she's just a fighter. She's super tough, and she just makes those hustle plays, and it's something that you can't teach. So having her back out there has really been great. Yeah, I just think being able to work with different companies, local companies, has been great. For building my brand, I get to go sign autographs at UBT, but I also get to know their managers and who runs the company, and I'm gonna have to have a job one day. So just any opportunity like that is putting my foot and my teammates' foot in the door to potentially get a job one day, and being able to work with donors more closely. And I feel like a lot of us don't really know what we want to do with our futures, so learning about different job opportunities and making those connections is really impactful. And I also feel that we get to work with young kids, a lot of opportunities to coach and host camps and do different service projects. So we are able to have our hands on in the community.
What are your thoughts as players on the conference expansion, especially knowing you guys are going out to California schools early?
I'm here for it. I always love new competition, so I'm excited to go out to LA and see what that environment is like, but also have Oregon and Washington come to Pinnacle Bank and see what our environment is like as well.
I think it's great. I think the league just gets that much stronger and tougher, and I feel like the Big Ten has been the best conference, and I feel like now there's really no question about it that it is.
Natalie, you mentioned earlier you want to be more of a leader, more vocal this year. Is that something that comes naturally? Is that a thing you have to push a little more, making yourself
It's something that comes easy, but I also have to push myself a little bit to do it. I'm not very extroverted at first, so I have to work on that a little bit, but I definitely want to be more of a backbone for the younger girls on the team. Yeah, definitely feel like the upperclassmen have helped me kind of develop a role with the team, even if that's just leading by example or something, but just kind of knowing what I need to do on the team. The team has my back. I might be stronger in some areas or weaker, but they always balance out.
Mine would have to be beating Iowa at home. My whole career, I've wanted to beat Iowa, and it was a pretty big matchup. And there's a lot of media coverage, and we were down. I think it was by 9 with 6 minutes left, something like that. And to come back and win, it was a lot of fun.
I would also say the Iowa win. That was a goal of mine to beat Caitlin Clark. But also the Big Ten tournament was fun. The outcome wasn't what we wanted, but just spending all that quality time with the team really just means a lot.
How do you maintain momentum from year to year? Making tournament last year, how do you build that into the next season? Or is it just a complete reset?
I think as athletes and basketball players, you just constantly want the next best thing. You want to win, you're driven by winning. So I feel like that momentum just kind of naturally carries over because most people's seasons ends with a loss, and you just kind of keep that sore taste in your mouth. And the people that came before you, and if you're a freshman, you felt it too. You're committed to this program. So I think we're all driven by winning and competing and becoming the best versions of ourselves. So I think it comes pretty naturally to want to be better than the last season.
What did you see in Natalie that allowed her to see what she did? And what kind of future do you see for her?
She's just a nonstop go-getter. She's constantly trying to find a way to get another rebound, an offensive rebound. If you need a tough basket, Natalie's your girl to go finish one. I think where I have seen her impact the game the most is defensively. She gets a lot of deflections. She's really long. She does a really good job in our what we call a squeeze help. So we try to send two to the point guard to slow them down so the shot clock is shorter. But she does such a good job in that position, and it definitely goes under the radar.
I've always had a high motor. Growing up, I was top of the press the whole game, just running with my head chopped off. I was a chicken, But it just keeps me going. That brings energy to the team, and I think that's a big momentum booster. I have no idea. It's just, I don't know, really. I just honestly love running, which might be a hot take, but I also just love winning too, and I think that helps contribute to that.
I mean, Natalie, you can just trust her. She just has this very calming presence about her. And when she came in as a freshman, I just knew right away that she was going to do big, great things. And I think someone asked a question earlier about when do you think Natalie really showed, and I think she had a lot of sparks in games, but I think the Maryland game was huge. You played so well that game, and it was a big game for us too. I think that was the second time we've ever beat Maryland, and she had such a great game, and I felt like she consistently played like that the rest of the year from that moment.
Yeah, the Maryland game, actually. That's one that was probably my favorite games to play last season. Not just from my performance, but the whole team. I thought we played a solid 40 minutes of Nebraska basketball. I learned kind of what this level is about. But I don't know. That's a tough question. I just learned how to compete. It's a big learning experience going into college. So you learn a lot along the way, but you just adjust as you go as well.
Both of you played early in your careers. What is your advice for the freshmen in terms of being able to go down the court and making pressure?
I think it's okay to ask for help. I think as a freshman, you want to figure it all out on your own, but if it's school or basketball, you always have a team that has your back. It's okay to make mistakes and learning from them, I think is the best advice I could give an incoming freshman.
I would definitely agree with that, asking for help and especially times get hard there late in the season. So just knowing that we're in their corner and always here for them whenever they need it, whether that is school, home life, or basketball related, like we're always there for them.
Certainly common thread, like when a new class of freshmen comes in, you know, what the biggest adjustments for them are, what the biggest differences
I would maybe probably say time management. It is a busy schedule, and being able to balance like traveling with school can be hard at sometimes, but we have those advisors there for us, and there's just, you find a way to balance it out after a while.
I think what I've noticed on the basketball side of things is offense transfers pretty well. Defensively is where it's a little bit different. You're just not as athletic. You're not as fast or strong as upperclassmen are. So I think that would be a big difference from high school to college in the basketball realm of things. I think just adding 4 very competitive programs, the league is just getting that much better. I mean, in the preseason top 25, UCLA and USC were in there. Plus, there's so many other great Big Ten schools. So just making the league that much more competitive is great, and I feel like everyone will benefit from it.
Yeah, definitely what Lex said. It's just great exposure to go to the West Coast and have all those people see what Midwest life is like. But I think that it's great that the league is growing, especially with the WNBA as well. That's also a blessing now that more people can chase their dreams.
Yeah, I think even in our postseason last year, we were prepared for it. The season led up to the Big Ten tournament, and Iowa, basically it was a home game for them, but we played Iowa twice, and that's what the environment was like. And then going to Oregon State and played against Oregon State, who the environment was the same. I think the whole season prepared us for that environment to be like that, but I think now adding the new teams, we've experienced it. We know what it's like. A lot of Big Ten schools get really good female athletic attendance, so I think it's great. Bring more fans.
Yeah, I mean, Husker fans are also everywhere, so I'm not worried about not having any fans there.